67. Like.
처럼.
As if.
는 듯이 소스, howtostudykorean.com.
Below is a list of vocabularies to be used in this lesson. Nouns.
상식.
Means common sense.
마감일.
Means deadline.
구멍.
Means hole, pit.
경력.
Means career work experience.
체력.
Means physical strength.
영화관.
Means movie theater.
검진.
Means physical checkup health screening.
자녀.
Means children sons and daughters.
자동.
Means automatic.
크기.
Means size.
폭포.
Means waterfall.
바보.
Means an idiot, often used as a cute way to say a silly person.
시련.
Means some kind of hardship.
머릿속.
Means the inside of one's head. Verbs.
담당하다.
Means to take responsibility, to be in charge of.
삭제하다.
Means to delete, files, names, etc.
겪다.
Means to experience, to undergo.
잔소리하다.
Means to nag.
생산하다.
Means to produce.
협의하다.
Means to discuss, to consult.
퇴장하다.
Means to leave.
당기다.
Means to pull.
밀다.
Means to push.
비비다.
Means to mix.
파다.
Means to dig.
소지하다.
Means to possess.
가입하다.
Means to become a member, join a club. Introduction. In this lesson, you will learn the meanings of
처럼.
and.
듯이.
These are often used to indicate that an action is done like something else. We will go over the meanings of both of them and describe the differences in this lesson. Let's get started. Like, a noun.
명사처럼.
When
처럼.
is attached to a noun, it often indicates that an action is done like the way the specified noun does it. Let's look at a simple example.
아빠가 밥을 먹고 있어요.
Dad is eating rice by using
처럼.
I can indicate that my father is eating rice like the way a pig eats. For example,
돼지처럼.
like a pig.
아빠가 돼지처럼 먹고 있어요.
Dad is eating rice like a pig. Here are some other examples of
처럼.
being attached to nouns.
나처럼.
Like me,
예전처럼.
like old times,
평소처럼.
like as usual,
원숭이처럼.
like a monkey,
그 전처럼.
like before. These constructions can then be placed in sentences similar to adverbs to say that something is done like something. For example,
저는 그 전처럼 하고 싶어요.
I want to do it like before.
재료를 비빔밥처럼 비벼야 돼요.
Mix the ingredients like
비빔밥 강아지처럼 구멍을 파고 있어요.
I am digging a hole like a dog puppy.
그 사람은 나처럼 돈이 별로 없어.
That person, like me, doesn't have much money.
저는 오늘 평소처럼 공부해야 돼요.
I have to study today, as usual.
바보처럼 왜 이렇게 상식이 없어요?
Why, like an idiot, do you not have any common sense?
우리 아들은 밥을 원숭이처럼 먹어요.
Our son eats rice like a monkey.
저의 형처럼 그 동아리에 가입하고 싶어요.
Like my brother, I want to enter that club.
우리는 예전처럼 그냥 집에서 영화를 봤어요.
We watched movies at our house like old times.
부장님처럼 그렇게 일찍 나가도 되었으면 좋겠어요.
I wish I was able to leave, go out, early, like that, like the boss.
체육 선생님이 되고 싶으면 체력은 경력처럼 중요해요.
If you want to become a PE teacher, your physical strength, like your experience, is important.
우리 아버지처럼 돈을 자동적으로 벌 수 있었으면 좋겠어요.
I wish I could earn money automatically like my dad.
제가 보안을 담당하는 사람이라서 다른 직원처럼 일찍 못 나가요.
I am the person in charge of security, so I can't leave early like most other workers. If you are indicating that something happens in a place, and you want to describe the similarities with that action happening in another place,
처럼.
can be attached to.
에서.
For example,
유럽에서처럼 매일 아침에 빵을 먹고 싶어요.
like in Europe, I want to eat bread every morning.
그 극장에서 공연을 보고 싶으면 영화관에서처럼 표를 사야 돼요.
If you want to see a performance at that theater, like at a movie, you need to buy a ticket.
처럼
Can also be attached to nouns described by phrases using a
는 것.
construction. By describing a noun with an entire clause, you are able to make more complicated and descriptive sentences. For example, the following two sentences are similar, but included in the meaning of the second example is the context that comes along with.
어떤
You might want to check out lesson 27 to see my discussion about this meaning.
우리가 예전처럼 이것을 하고 싶어요.
I want to do it like old times.
우리가 예전에 자주 했던 것처럼 이것을 하고 싶어요.
I want to do it like we used to do it a long time ago. In lesson 36 you learned how to say a person looks like something else. For example,
저의 여자친구는 연예인 같이 보여요.
my girlfriend looks like a celebrity. You can use
처럼
to describe that a particular scenario looks like something. In these sentences as well, you can see how the noun that
처럼
is attached to is being described by a clause. For example,
내가 넘어질 것처럼 보였어.
it looked like you were going to fall.
그렇게 하면 문제가 생길 것처럼 보여요.
It looks like a problem will come up if we do it like that.
듯이
Is similar to.
처럼
I will cover this in the next section. Full stop. As if.
듯이
By describing.
듯이
With a clause using.
는 것.
You can create the meaning of as if. For example,
그를 알아보지 못하는 듯이
as if he didn't recognize him.
그가 이해하지 못하는 듯이
As if he didn't understand.
그는 떠나기 싫다는 듯이
As if he didn't want to leave.
그가 죽은 듯이
As if he were dead.
가고 싶지 않은 듯이
As if one doesn't want to go. These constructions can then be put in sentences similar to adverbs.
그는 떠나기 싫다는 듯이 울었어요.
He cried as if he didn't want to leave.
그는 이해하지 못하는 듯이 행동했어요.
He acted as if he didn't understand.
그는 죽은 듯이 바닥에 누워 있었어요.
He lied on the ground as if he were dead.
마감일까지 숙제를 다 하려고 미친 듯이 공부를 했다.
In order to finish all of my homework by the deadline, he studied as if he was crazy.
그 사람이 무기를 소지한 듯이 움직이기 시작했어요.
That person started moving as if he possessed a weapon. Left single quotation mark.
미세요. 라는 스티커를 못 보는 듯이 문을 당겨 봤어요.
He tried pulling on the door as if he didn't see the push sticker.
제가 무슨 잘못을 한 듯이 우리 엄마가 저에게 잔소리를 했어요.
My mom scolded nagged at me as if I had done some sort of mistake.
아버지는 자녀를 보고 그들을 알아보지 못하는 듯이 그냥 지나갔어요.
The father looked at his children and just walked past them as if he didn't recognize them.
건강검진 결과를 모르는 듯이 오빠가 아직 건강에 나쁘게 먹고 있어요.
My brother keeps eating unhealthy food as if he doesn't know about his health check results.
제가 가자고 했지만 애기는 가고 싶지 않은 듯이 계속 자고 일어나지 않았어요.
I said let's go, but the baby kept sleeping as if he didn't want to go.
그 아이가 어려운 시련을 겪고 있는 듯이 수업 시간 동안 집중을 안 하고 울기만 해요.
During class, that boy doesn't concentrate and only cries as if he is undergoing a difficult hardship.
듯이
Can also be placed directly to the stem of a verb adjective to have a very similar meaning to the sentences above. However, there is a difference between using
듯이
after a descriptive word, as shown above, and adding
듯이
directly to a verb adjective, assuming the verb is.
하다
The different forms would look like this.
하는 듯이 하듯이
In general, the translation of both is as if, which makes distinguishing the two very difficult for foreigners. In the sentences above, where
듯이
is not attached directly to the stem, the nuances at the clause before
듯이
is somewhat of a guess. For example,
그는 이해하지 못하는 듯이 행동했어요.
he acted as if he didn't understand. I guess it looked like he didn't understand.
그는 떠나기 싫다는 듯이 울었어요.
He cried as if he didn't want to leave. I guess it looked like he didn't want to leave. Left single quotation mark.
미세요. 라는 스티커를 못 보는 듯이 문을 당겨 봤어요.
He tried pulling on the door as if he didn't see the push sticker. I guess he didn't see the push sticker.
아버지는 자녀를 보고 그들을 알아보지 못하는 듯이 그냥 지나갔어요.
The father looked at his children and just walked past them as if he didn't recognize them. I guess it looks he didn't recognize his children.
제가 가자고 했지만 애기는 가고 싶지 않은 듯이 계속 자고 일어나지 않았어요.
I said let's go, but the baby kept sleeping as if he didn't want to go. I guess it looked like the baby didn't want to go.
그 아이가 어려운 시련을 겪고 있는 듯이 수업 시간 동안 집중을 안 하고 울기만 해요.
During class, that boy doesn't concentrate and only cries as if he is undergoing a difficult hardship. He doesn't concentrate in class, and just cries. I guess he is undergoing a difficult hardship. When used like this, the two clauses, the clause before
듯이,
and the clause after, have a direct relationship with each other. For example, in the first example above, the way that the person acted was the result of him not understanding. However, when adding
듯이,
directly to a stem of a verb or adjective, one is indicating that the two clauses, the one before
듯이,
and the one after, are exactly the same. There is no guessing involved. However, the clause before
듯이,
is usually some ridiculous metaphor that, although describing the situation, is completely unrelated to the situation in the second clause. For example,
그는 물을 쓰듯이 돈을 썼다.
he used money as if it was water.
말이 날뛰듯이 그의 심장이 뛰었다.
His heart was racing, as if a horse bucking.
폭포가 떨어지듯이 그는 눈물을 흘렸다.
He cried. Water flowed from his eyes, as if it was a waterfall.
누가 나의 심장에 구멍을 내듯이 아주 아파.
I am sore as if somebody is digging a hole in my heart.
시간이 지나면서 머릿속에서 어린 시절의 기억이 삭제되듯이 하나도 없다.
As time goes by, as if is being deleted, I don't have any memory of my childhood days. Notice that adding something that starts with causes no irregulars to come into play, so it is very easy to add this to stems. Also notice that I deliberately used the plain form conjugation in these 5 examples because the most common place you would find these sentences would be in novels. In novels, in Korean and in English, authors often create these metaphors to create imagery for the reader. Very rarely would one use these ridiculous metaphors in everyday conversation. As you can see from the 5 examples above, there is no real connection between the first and second clauses. Their only relation is that they are linked by the feeling of the metaphor being described in the first clause. For example, in the first example above, the waterfall has no relation to the actual situation, and is only used to create a feeling inside the listener-reader. However, in the examples discussed previously,
아버지는 자녀를 보고 그들을 알아보지 못하는 듯이 그냥 지나갔어요.
the father looked at his children and just walked past them as if he didn't recognize them. I guess it looks he didn't recognize him. There is no metaphor that is being described. The speaker is simply saying that the person looked at his father and walked past him and it appeared seemed like he didn't recognize him. In all cases above, the
이,
can be removed from,
듯이,
and the sentence will have the same meaning. However, I personally always say it as,
듯이,
so I presented it that way in this lesson. I feel that it is hard to end the clause with, and it flows off my tongue better when I say.
듯이,
There is also a word,
듯하다,
which can be placed at the end of a sentence to mean it seems like,
듯하다,
is usually placed immediately after a descriptive clause that is describing.
듯하다.
For example,
선생님은 이것을 잘 모르는 듯해요.
the teacher seems if he doesn't understand this.
그가 안 간 듯해요.
It seems as though he didn't go.
마치,
The word
마치,
is another one of those words that is put in sentences to allow the listener to expect what the speaker will say and provide feeling. In lesson 43, you learned that
만약,
is used in sentences where there is a supposition or assumption being made. For example,
만약 내가 안 가면 나도 안 가.
if you are not going, I am not going. In lesson 48, you learned that
아무리,
is used in sentences with.
얻어.
For example,
아무리 그 여자가 예뻐도 저는 그녀가 싫어요.
regardless of how pretty that girl is, I don't like her. In similar function of.
만약,
And
아무리, 마치,
is often used in sentences to give the listener the expectation or feeling that one situation will be likened to another. Therefore, it is common to see.
마치,
Used in sentences with.
처럼,
Or.
듯이,
For example,
마치 말처럼 달렸어요.
he ran like a horse.
마치 그는 죽은 듯이 바닥에 누워 있었어요.
He lied on the floor as if he were dead. That's it for this lesson. For more info, please visit howtostudiokorean.com.